Morning YouTube, this is Chuck Generals and welcome to my channel. There's been a lot of talk lately about the Dream mat and the Gold Hog mats and how good they are. And if you've watched some of my older videos, you'll know that I actually use molds similar to these. And I made mats for a wash plant and they work really well. The gold just kind of sticks to them. It's amazing stuff. So I thought, well, if that's the case, and the Dream mats are working in dredges, and the Gold Hog mats are working in dredges, why not build some of my own? So I've got these molds from Allen Robertson. This one is a Nugget Trap mold, and I'll probably do two of these right after the header box, and then go to these. And this mat, if you look at it real close, it looks like expanded metal here with a drop and more, so you just layer these going down the box. So these aren't really hard to make. I've made them before, and I'll show you a little bit of what we need here. So if you look over here is this. That's silicone from Silicon Depot. This one happens to be the black professional grade, and you can actually buy this cheaper online from Silicon Depot than you can get it at Walmart or anywhere else. I think I give like $3.35 a tube for this, and it's really superior 100% silicone. It makes great molds. Now this one's black, which really doesn't matter to you, I guess, but these are the black ones, and it's really good stuff. And if I think you can still get a discount if you go to Silicon Depot and buy your silicone from them. Now I just buy a dozen at a time, and they give you a 5% discount if you put in Allen's coupon code, and which is Allen, A-L-A-N. And that will get you a 5% discount, or at least it used to. I don't know if it still does. So that's one thing, is a must you have to have. The other is this, is Dawn dish soap, and in conjunction with this water here. Now this water, I've got 2.5 quarts or maybe 3 quarts of water in this bucket. And I'll put 3/4 of a cup of Dawn in this. That will help set these mats. It'll make them actually cure. So you need to measure this out. It doesn't have to be exact, but it really helps. Another thing you will want, maybe you don't, but I do, are these this Neoprene gloves. I think these are nitrile actually. And because you're going to work with that in your hands and mold it like you do bread. So you want that. Got these. This is just a piece of cardboard here that I'll mix on this, if you can see it. Yeah, you can see that. Okay, that's good. I'll mix on this, mix it up, get it into a ball with a putty knife, put it in here, then just start kneading it in here until it gets to a point where it's not sticking to anything except itself. Then it'll come out and we'll do the molds. We'll do probably one at a time. Well, I've got to think about that. Probably that way, but so then what you do is you have your silicone in here and you need to push it down in so it gets in all these grooves. So you lay saran wrap over the top here. Then what I use is this board, and you just push it down and squish it like this in. So when you buy the molds, when I got mine from Allen, he suggested I use this 1/2-inch aluminum angle iron, and that worked really good. But this particular mold that he makes comes with the sides. So this comes with it, and I just got it on a board. Actually, this is on 2 2x4s. And you pour your silicone in here, make your mold. Take out 2 screws on either end and get a hold of that and just peel it up out of there, and there you have it. It's a rather simple process. It sounded complicated, but it's really not. So we'll get started here in just a second. Alright guys, it's pretty cold in the shop today, so I got 2 of these I'm going to try to use on this particular mold. I think 2 tubes will do it. I had these outside in the sun and they're fairly warm now. Another thing that is almost a absolute have to have is I'm going to use a respirator, so I won't be talking during this, but I'll show you what I'm going to do. The fumes from this are pretty bad. They're not good at all. So let's pour this. And Dawn is the preferred way to do this with Dawn dish soap. And it's, I don't know why, other soaps don't seem to work as good as the Dawn does. Okay, that's 3/4 cup. No, it isn't. It's half cup. You don't have to be able to read to do this. Just know where the numbers are on the measuring cup. There we go. So into the water it goes. And you just stir this up a little bit. It doesn't have to be everything perfect here. And that will help this set. It's really amazing how this all works when you get it going. It definitely does help it. So let's see if we can get I need to puncture these, so I won't hold you up on that. We'll turn you off for a minute. Alright guys, so you're not going to be able to hear me after I get started here, but I'm going to have this respirator on. And you don't really have to go really fast until it starts setting up in the bucket. Once it sets up in this bucket, you want to get it into the mold as quickly as you can and get it squished into every corner. Get it down and hard and fast as you can. Then put your silicone on and press it down more with the board. And that's going to be it. So I'll mix it here and you'll see me do that. I'm just going to pump out 2 tubes and we'll go from there. So I'm going to put this on and then you won't hear me. Maybe you'll be happy.
Try that, didn't we?
All right, guys, so that is to set up for, half hour, an hour maybe. So I'm going to do this other one now, and maybe by the time I'm done with it, and I think it's going to take about a tube and a half. So we'll give that a go. And that other one ought to be done. Okay, we're up to the next one. This is going to be the Nugget Traps. I'll try to get this in here. For some reason this one's really sticky. I don't know why. It acts like it doesn't want to set. That's way too much material. So this one will take about one. I'll just dump the rest of this. And it will peel off later. I had to pull that one glove off to get the saran wrap opened up. Okay. I'll try to squish this in there. Well, Alan uses glass to do this, and I was afraid I'd break it, so I'm just using this wood. Obviously, it's not going to be worth anything when we're done. Alright, that's only been about 20 minutes, so I'm going to pull the saran wrap and see what it feels like. And except for a couple of voids, it looks pretty good. See how sticky it may be. Not bad. Nothing like it was. So we'll let it sit for just a little bit longer, and I'll pull the one end out and see what we have. Okay, let's see if we're going to have a mat or what we're going to have. This will come right off. I just pulled the screws. Put them over here. Now to get this out, we should. Still a little tacky yet. I'm a little premature, I think. Yeah, just a little bit. It's not quite there. And I'm only, I'm only about 23 minutes here. Got in a hurry, so let's let it sit for a little bit. Okay, we'll see what we can do with this one. I way overfilled this. I don't know what I was thinking. I did 1.5 tubes in here, and this is just barely going to take one. So what we'll do is find this edge, maybe this edge. I did this on my other one too, this, to get the excess off, just cut that edge, like you. See if I can even find the edge. Here it is. Let's do this. Okay, I started to take this apart and I didn't, so I'll take this last screw out. Let's see what she looks like here. I think this will come. Maybe not. That one's kind of a little tacky yet too. Must be rushing it just a teeny bit. I'd sure like to get beside this. And this little mold. You should do this anyhow, I think. I did all my last ones this way. This makes it much easier. But I'm going to let him sit. Okay. This one seems to want to come apart. I think I pulled this one too early though. Oops. This is a two-piece one. Yeah, it looks like a mat. There's my expanded metal. I just need something to sit that on. So that's one of the few that has to go. Like it. Like it a lot. So we'll continue on. We'll show you some more later. Okay, I'm going to do this set in clear. Just because it will allow you to see the gold in this just like it will on the black. But it's just a different color, so we'll be able to chase the gold. Maybe a little bit easier if it's getting away from us. We'll be able to see it, maybe. Maybe. That's two. We'll do 2.5 of the other one. Because the other one was a little bit light. Alright, let's pull this one. I've just pulled the end off here and I've scored it all the way around so it doesn't hang up. You just come out real gently at first. And these are two-piece molds because there's a dividing line in the middle that it sometimes wants to pull that. This one looks pretty nice. That looks pretty nice. Stinks to high heaven. Ooh, yeah, I like it. Outside the little black specks in it, it's pretty nice. I think I like that one. Okay guys, this is about 2 hours and I've got this 7-inch that looks like expanded metal here. This one, these two are clear. This 7-inch in black still looks like expanded metal. This is really cool. This is a cool man. And these two black Nugget Traps that are 4 inches. So I'm going to have 36 inches of my dredge left after the header box, and I've already got 29 inches here, so one more 6-inch of black and I'm done. So I think they came out good so far. We haven't sewed them together or anything. What we'll do is we'll put them in the box and we'll glue right in here with more silicone and squish them together. And just let them set, and they will cure like that, and you can't hardly get them apart. Obviously they all need trimmed. You can see here some of the little wickers sticking out of them and stuff. You just trim all this stuff out. It's not a big deal. But all in all, I think for 2 hours work, a few tubes of caulking, silicone, 100% silicone caulk, I think that's pretty good. So far, so good.